All right. So you had some deals that you were putting into the system and you were getting a negative cash on cash return and you want to check them.
Yeah.
All right. Are these seller finance or subject twos, hybrids?
I believe they are a seller finance for the first one.
All right. Good. What's the purchase price?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Subject to the
Gotcha.
mortgage balance is 268,000.
Okay.
Interest rate is 5.75.
Monthly
Monthly
payment?
payment is 1554.
Okay. Cash to seller would be what, 25?
Yeah, assumingly, I think I put 18. I
Okay.
can look, but yeah, we can do that.
We'll do the max. We'll do 25.
Okay.
And what's the monthly rent?
I Why don't I have that? I thought because it wasn't showing on Deal Sniper. I went on Home Ads and I believe it was like 1,700. That might be wrong.
Double checking on Deal Sniper. Just put it in as a no mortgage and it'll give you the rent. But in the meantime, I can run it like this.
Okay. See.
Yeah, this will be a negative cash on cash return. I can tell right now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, PITI is 1554.
Yes.
Interest rate is 5.75. Yeah, negative 0.71 cash on cash return.
Yeah, mine was worse before. It was like in the 30s,
Really?
40s. Yeah, when I put down a less cash to seller, probably that's why.
Yeah, and the reason why this doesn't cash flow is because what the monthly payment is too close to what it'll rent for.
That's true. I mean, I don't know. Are you able to run that on Rentometer? Because that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, sure. You're gonna
I
have to
just want to. Yeah.
you have to DM me the address.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's do that. Sending it.
I can tell you right now, the rent rate would have to be 2,800, maybe 2,500 for it to work.
I sent it to your number. I believe that is
Oh, you texted it.
correct. Yeah.
All right, so let's see. How many bedrooms?
Um, I didn't write that down. Should be on there. Let
All
me
right,
open it.
I got it. I got it. I
Okay.
got it. Okay, so this is a 3 bedroom, 2 bath.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I wasn't sure though. They were asking 275 for that one.
Yeah, it looks like the rent 1,750.
Yeah, so we would have to cut that in half.
Yeah, I mean, even at 1,750, I mean, yeah, it's not going to be enough.
They have literally no equity, and it's like 7% or something if I remember.
The
So it would
only
definitely be a
thing,
sub two.
the only thing that you can do with this deal, if it were me, I wouldn't give them the 26,000 because the deal doesn't cash flow. I would give them a max of $20,000.
I'm gonna write this all down here for this one.
Yeah, I would give them.
Max 20K down.
Yeah, I would give them $20,000 down, and um, your only thing is to get a homestead buyer.
Yeah, and that I do you can I go through you on that one or
Yeah, yeah, of course you can,
okay,
especially
okay.
in San Antonio. It should look. I'm gonna be honest. It's not easier to move it to a homestead buyer versus a an investor because investors We've got all of
Mm.
our in-house investors. That's in the thousands. And then he's got, um, we've got our investor lift. We've got a bunch of stuff. So homestead buyers, we do have a few, but the issue with homestead buyers is once they buy a house, you lose them. They don't need you anymore. They've already bought the house.
Yeah.
So it is doable. The interest rate is decent. The monthly payment is decent. What's the condition of the house itself? Does it need a lot of work?
I don't
Is it
think so. No,
pretty
not
good
the,
shape?
when I checked. I mean, did you see the pictures when you pulled it up? I didn't
No,
see
I
any.
just I just pulled up the address.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Let me see. Bathroom looks good. Backyard looks good. Brick, okay. Carpet, yellow walls, but that's okay. Decent. Bathroom's decent. Yeah, you could probably sell this to a homestead buyer. Kitchen looks good. Everything looks great.
Yeah,
I mean,
this
it's
would
not new
100% be
by
a
any.
subject too. Yeah.
I mean, you have to set the proper expectation with them, though, which I
Hmm.
find a lot of people lacking when they're newer. If you've got them on the hook, be honest with them and say, look, this deal does not cash flow at all. As a matter of fact, it's got a negative cash flow on it. But I do have quite a few homestead buyers that'll take this. So give me 2 weeks. Let me
Hmm.
vet them out. Let me make sure they have the money and the means to close, and we can get the house sold. Best case scenario, I will bring you a buyer in 2 weeks. Worst case scenario, you're right back where you are right now. You just have more information to go off of.
Hmm.
You just tell the realtor the truth.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
look, we can only rent this place
She's been
out for,
pretty nice. She's
yeah,
been
tell her.
good.
Hell, send her this. You can literally screenshot and send her this right here. Like, look, my investors aren't going to be interested in this deal. It doesn't cash flow at all. But I've got some homestead buyers that may take it down. Give me 2 weeks and let me see if I can bring you a buyer.
Perfect. Yeah, she has. There's another one also. I just want to that she gave me. So you're saying to make this work, 20K down, and then what would we be paying monthly again?
There's no monthly on a subject to.
Oh, okay. So it'd be 20K down. I just want to make sure I have everything.
Yeah, $20,000 down, and we'll subject to the mortgage.
Okay, so that's just it. Okay, and
That's
at
just
the
it.
268.
Yeah, because that's what their mortgage balance is, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, that's it. They'd get 20
Okay,
grand, and we would service the mortgage payments, or the buyer would.
got it. Got it. Okay, so now that's out of the way for one of them. Now for the other one, that she gave me, the
Mm-hmm.
mortgage balance is 243, comma 170. You can just put 243.
Monthly
Interest
payment.
rate, a
Oh,
monthly payment is 1844, and it's a 4.5% interest rate.
that's good. How much did you give them down?
Let me double check here. I put I actually didn't offer her yet because I
Okay,
wanted to make sure they were correct.
we'll keep it
She
at
was
20.
asking, I can tell you what she was asking. She was asking 259 for it. And I just gave you the information on
Oh,
the
so
monthly and interest.
this would be getting her more money in her pocket at closing than doing it traditional. So that's good. Let's hope the
Okay.
rent doesn't mess it up. How much does it rent for?
I did not check that one. I need to do that. I asked what it rents for. I should have checked.
No, yeah, you
Because
don't ever
I
ask.
think these are, yeah, I think these are off market, and when I put them in a deal sniper, it wasn't giving me information, I believe.
It should still give you information if it's off market, but that's okay. What text me the address.
Yep,
I'll take a look at it.
will do. There, copy paste. Okay, I just sent it to you. It's kind of funny you mentioned homestead buyer, and then look what I sent you.
That's funny.
Yeah.
420. And you said this one is not listed.
No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
I think I texted her before about something, and she's like, "I actually have two other properties I need you to give offers on." So these were the two.
Okay. This one is 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,200 square feet.
Condition would be good on that one, correct?
I haven't looked at it yet. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. That house is actually beautiful. Good for them. And it will rent for no good. It'll rent for 1,600. Same situation. You got to do
Mm,
it'll rent for 1,650. So in this situation, when cash flow, just straight looking at it, you can tell that it's going to cost more monthly than it'll ever bring in monthly, at least for the next 3 or 4 years.
hmm
So if I go to sub two on this one, yeah, this is a negative. So same situation,
That's why
hey,
I was like, I thought I messed my numbers up, but I guess that's just the situation.
yeah, and that's part of the reason why I'm telling you, if it's if the rent is less or really close
It
to the
won't work.
monthly, it won't work.
Got it.
Not it won't work for an investor.
hmm
It won't work for an investor, but it'll work for a homestead buyer.
Okay.
So same situation. Be honest with them and tell them the truth. Look, this deal does not show them the screenshot. This deal does
Yeah.
not cash flow, but I have moved deals to homestead buyers. I got a whole community of people in San Antonio looking for places to buy that can't go traditional. So give me 14 days. Worst case scenario, we're right back where we started, or you're right
hmm
back where you started with the property being on market. Best case scenario, I'll bring you a buyer. I'm really good at this. Tell them, be honest.
Yeah. I mean, when you say give me 14 days, that's me sending her the assignable contract, correct?
When when you tell her, give me 14 days,
hmm
and she says yes, you're sending a contract right then and there.
And I would send it to her email.
Yeah, you give it to the realtor as a PDF, like for
Okay.
your review kind of deal, and then let them look it over, let them give you the thumbs up, like, yep, we're good. Then you send out one to Doc Hub to the actual seller. That's when you ask the real estate agent, okay, I need the seller's email address so I can send them the paperwork, and then I'll CC you on it. That's it.
Okay. Okay. So then now, so it's the same situation. What am I putting down to them?
I gave them the exact same thing. I think I gave them $20,000 down. Yeah,
20K down to take
20K
over their
down,
situation.
and they get to walk away. Which, if we do the math, hold on, I hate doing this on the computer because it's huge, but that's all right. Let's look at it and let's run the numbers and see what it does. So let me switch my screen really quick. So they have the property listed right now for how much?
It's not listed.
Oh, I'm sorry. How much was the mortgage? 243,000.
243. Yes.
All right. So 243,000, right?
hmm
Times 10%, because that's going to be about closing costs. Okay. That's $24,000 they're going to pay in closing costs if they were to sell it traditionally.
Yeah.
Okay. Even if they got a deal and they only paid 10, that means they're only going to walk away with $14,000 if they sell it traditionally. If they sell it to you through a hybrid, they're going to walk away with 20.
Yeah.
No
So
close
they
because
make
we're
more
paying.
by doing it my way, and they're getting
Yeah, because
guaranteed buyers.
exactly. Plus, or not we, but the investor is covering the closing costs. So the seller literally gets to walk away with $20,000 free and clear, as opposed to listing it on market, waiting, hoping that it gets sold, then having that $24,000 and then have closing costs taken out of it. And then they would have been left with like $10,000 to $14,000. So yeah, they're getting more money doing it your way.
Okay. And then how does it work with the realtor commission? For all of them.
So for the realtor commission, all we would do is you have to have a conversation with the realtor and you have to ask them, hey, how much are you charging them? Because I want to incorporate it into the deal. I want to pay your commission, is basically what you're saying.
hmm
So when you do that, let's say they're charging, um, let's say they're charging five, well, it can't be that much. So 3%. Okay,
hmm
3% on this is what? 7,500 bucks, give or take. So
Sure.
then you just do this. Oops. Cash to seller, 27,500.
Yeah. Okay.
And then when you go to sub two, it adds it to the purchase price already for you. And then on the contract itself, you would put cash to seller, $20,000, cash to realtor at closing, 7,500. Now you just paid their commission.
Okay. So I'm gonna write down, and that's for both of them, 27.
Well, no, you have to ask them what they're charging.
Oh, okay. But
So you
typically,
know,
you think it would be around there.
I'm not going to say yes to that because I know
Hmm.
you well enough to know you'll just take that number and run with it because I said it. I want you to get in the habit of asking the realtor.
Got it. Okay.
If anything, it'll cement the relationship between you guys because you're making it very clear. Hey, how much are you charging? Because I'm paying it, and I need to put it in the deal. That's going to put you in a position of more authority.
Got it. Okay. So it's just gonna be 20K for those two.
Yep,
Okay. And then I'm gonna send you with this other realtor. I was on the phone with him yesterday for like an hour. He sent me these two addresses and with all of the information. I've never seen something like this. I'm sure you have. I'm trying to forward it. Just
yep.
makes it
Send it over.
easier. Yeah. There's two of them, so that's the first one. It's everything. I think it has the address, it has all the information with the mortgage. You received it, right?
Yep, I got it.
Okay. He told me if we can get 100,000, I don't know what he was talking about, then it's a deal. He's like he'll sign.
This didn't open. This XML file does not appear to have any style information associated with it. Let me try that. Yeah, nope.
I'll just screenshot it and send it. It's all good.
Yeah,
There.
yeah, I can see it. Something's messed up in the code, but I don't know what it is.
It's all good. I just sent this little 2-pager.
Okay, so it's their mortgage statement. All right, so they have a monthly payment of $1,789. Okay. What is your interest rate? 2.75%. That's phenomenal.
Yeah, he was like
Okay.
raving about that, and I'm like, I don't blame you.
Okay, so then what's your question?
With all these plugged in, what we could offer, because I'm looking and I see amount due 1,700. Is that his? That's his PITI, right?
Yep.
Okay. And where's the remaining mortgage balance?
Let's see. That
Is that the
is,
principal balance?
yep.
Oh, see, like I didn't want to plug that in wrong. Okay. Okay.
So
See.
they owe 152,000.
Mm-hmm.
They got a 2.75 interest rate. Most we can give them is 15 if this is a straight sub two. I'm assuming you don't know what the rent is.
I don't, especially if it's not in here. He did not tell me. I'm
Okay.
surprised it's not in here. No, that's weird.
The rent wouldn't be on a mortgage statement.
Oh, okay.
Again, this is something you'd have to ask for.
Okay.
Are they
It,
living in the property right now?
that's something I also didn't ask. He just sent me a bunch of properties.
All right. Let's see.
I don't believe so. He told me that.
They're not. I just looked it up.
Okay, yeah. He's gonna see what we can give, and if it's something he's willing to move forward with, then he will, and if not, then he'll start pushing it. He said so.
Pushing it. What does that mean?
On market, I guess. I'm not too sure if it. Yeah.
Okay. And I'll just look up the bedrooms and bathrooms. It is a. Oh, this is already on market.
It is.
Yeah, this is on market Hold on. I'll tell you how long it's been on market too. It's been on market for 94 days.
That's why. Yeah. Sorry, it might have been the other one that he sent me.
Four,
That
two.
might have been it. Yeah,
It's a
the
nice
five
house.
one four. Yeah.
Let's see. 4, 2.5. This thing will rent for about 1950. Okay. I'm sorry, 1750. Right. 1750, right? No, 1950. I was right. All right. Yeah, it's really close. It's probably going to be the same situation. Yeah, it's a 2.35% cash on cash return. So same situation. You're gonna need a homestead buyer.
Okay. So what would we be giving him down again?
15,000.
15, and that's the max.
Yes.
15K down, and that's basically us taking over the mortgage for him.
Yep. And he can walk away. But remember, we're not assuming the mortgage. We're not taking over the mortgage. It's still going to stay in his name and under his social security number. We're just servicing the monthly payment.
I'm writing this down. Okay, and then I'm gonna send you the other one he sent me, and I'll just screenshot it.
No, don't do that. I want you to do it. If it's the
Okay.
last one,
It's
after
not
we've
the
done this
last
three.
one. It's for him though, like for his.
No, I know, but we've done three back to back, and your only
Okay.
concern was that we're getting a negative cash on cash return, which you're seeing is now totally possible. So I want you to
Okay.
run the last ones and see
All
what
right.
you come up with and give me your offer. Not on this call. You can do it separately, and then
Okay.
DM me and send me a screenshot. I'll match it and see if I got the same number you got.
Okay. Okay. And then the one. So then the next one would be. Did you see the Raj's email with his final offer? It gave us a 11% cash on cash return.
Yeah, hold on. Let me take a look at that. I glanced at it for a second, but there was something in there that I remember seeing that I was like, yeah, that's not going to work.
He sent so much stuff.
Here we go. Okay, so what he's saying is for this property, oh yeah, it was a down payment. He wants 50K down. That's 20%. So we got a $250,000 purchase price, $50,000 down, mortgage amount of 200,000 at 4% interest only, which that's good. It comes out to 11% cash on cash return. He's good with a 7-year balloon. All that's great, but we can't give him $50,000 down. It's going to be $25,000 max. Or you just let him know, hey, we're at 10% max for our buyers. So everything else we're completely good with, but we can't do 50K down. And then here's another thing. He also said, and I don't remember exactly where I saw it, but he also said that he's going to want the buyer's information. Oh, here
Yeah.
it is. Forward need to know borrower's details in which I can sit. We're not giving him the borrower's details. Like we're not going to give them. Like he'll have the buyer's name because it'll be on the paperwork, but we're not going to let him run the buyer's credit or anything like that.
Yeah.
So
He's like.
I would send him an email and I would say, thank you so much for all the information. Really appreciate it. We are good with absolutely everything you said, but we have two issues. One, our buyers aren't going to do 20% down. Their max is going to be 10. If you can do 10, great. Numbers wise, we're all set. Here's the other issue. You had asked for the borrower's details. What exactly are you asking for? Don't tell him we can't give me because we don't know what he's asking for. I know what he's asking for, but you don't know what he's asking for. And you know, you want to learn how to talk to people. So say, can you give me a little more clarification when you say borrower's details?
Mm-hmm.
And if he starts saying, yeah, name, address, social security number, income, up, then
No.
we're not doing any of that. Just say, hey, you know what? I really appreciate your time. Unfortunately, our buyers don't really operate that way. We've never given out social security numbers or anything like that doing these transactions for the last 5 years. If that's something you're absolutely needing, then thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. Good luck to you. And that's it. And you move on.
Yeah. He's very tricky. Um.
I mean, it's not completely unreasonable for him to ask for that thing, for ask for those things. That's completely reasonable. We're just not going to do it. because our buyers don't want to do that.
Yeah, and it's understandable. And then, all right, for the last one that I have, the one I just said in the chat in the Discord, I had a purchase price of 210,000, and I think, yeah, I offered this as a seller finance. So 210 seller finance amount 196, down payment of 14,000, and a monthly payment of $600. And she asked immediately about her commission, her full commission, how we can make that work in that deal.
So what do you think the answer is?
I want to say yes.
Good. How?
I mean, it would be what, 3 to 5%.
You'd have to ask her what she's charging.
Okay.
And then what do you do with that amount?
You add it to the down payment.
There you go.
And I offered a pretty lower down payment too.
There you go.
Okay, so the answer would be yes. Okay, all right. And I should be set on those, and then the other one you wanted me to do, I'll run my numbers and I'll send it to you.
Yeah, run your numbers, send it to me because I understand getting a negative cash on cash return. None of my examples do that in any of my videos. And that's typically because the deals that we pick, we got lucky. Because you can't control what the mortgage payment is. You can't
No,
control what the
with
rent
the
is.
monthly. Yep.
Yeah, you can't control any of that. So that's why I say when you're using this method, some of it is luck. Like some of it is
Yeah.
absolute luck. Like look at you. If these two deals both worked and with a good cash flow, you got 3 deals that we're locking up. Instead,
Oh
now
man.
you have to go. Doesn't mean you can't lock them up. Doesn't mean
Right.
you can't lock them up. You just got to go You got to go find a homestead buyer, which we can do.
Right.
It's a smaller chance than a traditional investor route, but it's absolutely doable.
Okay. I'll let them know basically, hey, I mean, these just don't cash flow. I could send a screenshot. And I
Send
said,
the
but what
screenshot,
we can do is give you 20K down and they can walk away with it. And it'll
but
stay under their name.
you have to set the proper expectation. I'm going to do this, but my forte is investors. I do have a community of homestead buyers, especially in San Antonio. So I do think I can move it. But
Hmm.
best case scenario, I get you a buyer in 14 days. Worst case scenario, you're literally in the exact same spot. No harm, no foul.
Okay. And that's for all
That's
those three.
that's for all of them. That's for any subject to deal that doesn't cash flow
Okay.
as a rental. Absolutely anyone.
All right. All right. For sure.
Cool.
Yeah, I should be all set. I'll run my numbers with that, and I'll let the other one know that I'll ask her what she's charging, and then I'll just add it in there, and it should work.
Yeah, and then tell her, hey, how much are you charging? I'm probably going to be covering that, so just wanted to get an idea.
Okay, and that'll make them feel more intrigued to want to do it.
Yeah, because we can cover the realtor commission as long as it fits the deal, which most of the time it does, because we're adding it to the purchase price and down payment.
Okay.
All right.
Sweet. Yeah, I should be all set. You're uploading this, right? So I can kind of go back and.
Yeah, yeah. You guys,
Okay.
you'll have a copy of this video in like 3 or 4 hours.
Okay. Sweet. I should be all
Awesome,
set
bro.
then. I'll keep up with you on what happens.
Okay, cool. And then don't forget to CC me on the email to Raj so that I can see what he says.
Okay. Perfect.
Cool deal, bro. Talk to you later.
All right. Thank you, Sean.
No worries. See ya.